What's up, guys? Welcome back to Spilling Wine Podcast.
Today we're wearing sour apple. Shout out to Sour Apple.
Thank you. Such a genuine soul. Great meeting him.
I'm going to link their store down below. Make sure you go shop. And today we have Starda in the studio.
Y'all.
Yeah.
Keep the tempo. Keep that tempo. All right.
We have so much to talk about. I have literally pages of notes because you've done so much in the last year. It's insane.
Been a crazy year, to be honest. I think I'm just now like sitting down and thinking about everything. Everything just kind of was just happening. So I'm happy to be home, though. I had to come see y'all first.
Of course.
Y'all killing it out here. I'm a
Thank
fan.
You.
Feel me? And shout out Sour Apple. I'm also a fan.
We have a fan.
They're dope.
We have a fan. Oh my God.
Sour
Do you
Apple
want
is
an
definitely
autograph?
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay,
I want his autograph, too.
Can I get your autograph?
You
No, we got
trade.
pictures. We'll take pictures. We'll put them in the burn book, the Spilling Wine book.
Yes.
That we don't have yet.
Okay, I'll be like the first page.
Coming the first
soon.
page.
Period.
Always lit.
As you should.
Okay.
How does it feel now that you're back? It has to be different.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I'm just happy to like be around my team again, see my family. It's been like a crazy adventure, but you always miss your people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to come back, see people proud of me, see people following the journey, meeting new people that kind of just like been following me, like strangers in the parties. Like, oh, I see what you're doing. So that's really cool. You know, I've been at this for a long time, so I feel like it's all just like coming together right now for everybody as far as like what people feel like it should look like. I feel like we kind of get into that phase right now, you know. So I'm just happy to be back. I'm glad I made it back safe.
Yeah.
God bless.
Most importantly, you know, I got sick a few times, so I'm happy to be healthy again. And yeah, I miss Staten Island, man.
That's crazy to say.
Yo, you
but
always
it's so
think
different, though.
You think you always want to make it out until you out, and like, you know, your heart is still here though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always gonna be.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm really doing this to represent the borough too, so that's on my mind. No matter where I'm at in the world, I'm trying to make sure I'm representing Staten Island properly. You know.
Do you feel like your fan base has grown since you've been out there?
Yeah, I definitely feel like my fan base grown.
They're probably like, oh my God, an American artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's always like that. Like with One Direction, Shawn Mendes, he came from Canada. Like
yeah.
Tate McRae, like they're all from countries.
I feel like you know, when you bring your story from where you're from to other places, people appreciate it a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when people see how people appreciate your story from home, they start to appreciate you a lot more for you being courageous enough to even tell the story. You know what I'm saying? Because I represent everybody here. For real,
exactly.
you know?
So how did it all start? Like, when did you realize you wanted to do this for a living?
Honestly, I started rapping when I was like 6. And,
really? Was it something you got from like your family, TV?
I'd say TV because before that I wanted to be like a child actor, so I was like the class clown.
Look
you
at
know what
that.
I'm saying?
Child actor.
Yeah.
Mira esto.
And an artist. I was drawing a lot at the time, and one day I was always making like parodies too. I think that's where it really started. I was just like listening to the radio, switching up the words. I didn't know they were parodies at the time, but I was just switching up the words. And then one day I was like, oh, I can use my own voice.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I was like, oh, I can use my own words. And then I just started developing flows. It really started like banging on the cafeteria tables.
Oh my God.
You know, and just freestyling. And like I said, I was a class clown, so I started to take those jokes and channel them just into the music. So I was outside just like freestyling, making fun of everybody. And then what kept me going was, you know, we'd graduate to the next grade. We have lunch and somebody just come over, yo, rap about this. Or point at this, rap about that. So people just kept asking me to rap. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll just keep rapping, you know?
So you feel like it came naturally for you?
Definitely came naturally. I feel like flows and everything, I understood the concepts. And I grew up in the golden era of hip hop. So it was like there was a lot of substance. I was learning a lot through music. I was kind of experiencing the world through music, through these music videos. I grew up in Toe Hill, so Toe Hill Project. So I'm the oldest in my family. I was just like trapped in the house, and I was just like absorbing everything from the TV, looking at the lifestyle, seeing what was going on with like the different looks, the different outfits, the different videos. They were very big on like almost cinematic videos at the time. So for me, it was kind of like pulling in the comedy, the acting, the art, all into one big thing, you know?
And you were out in Thailand filming a movie.
Yeah, we filmed a movie, couple music videos. Originally, we were only supposed to be out there for a month, and I don't know what happened. I was
You were there
kidnapped.
for so long.
Yeah, I was like 3.5 months at this point.
Damn.
And then back in April, we were out there for about another month. That was the first time I went. And we also was filming this series. Like it started as a YouTube series, and now it's kind of turning into like this documentary kind of thing. But
So
really,
how did you get that opportunity?
a crazy friend, to be honest with you. Shout out Last American B-Boy. I used to intern for this man years ago, and I used to always blow up their phone like, yo, I'm the guy. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's going to happen. And he's like, all right, kid, right? But he put me in a lot of things throughout the years. So when my deal came about, I wanted to shoot a video with him just on some, like, yo, I want to hit up my OGs and show them that I'm working. So we did that. After that video, we shot the Who You video for the Swag Dirty project. After that, he called me to audition for this film he was working on. I was supposed to be like Thug 1. I hate Thug. I called him, I was like, do I die? Because I'm not doing it if I die. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my God.
And he was like, nah, you're good, you're good. It's like a 2-minute thing. I was like, okay. So we actually came here to Hub 17 to record the audition. I had like 20 minutes to do it, literally. And I sent it to him. He called me back. He was like, yo, you didn't get the part for Thug 1. I was like, all right, it's cool. I didn't want to be a thug anyway. He was like, no, but you got the lead. They want you to come and reshoot the whole movie. And then so I think at that point, we were both like,
yeah, it was a twist.
Yeah, and then they was working on this film for 7 years. I was the last person brought in. We had to reshoot the entire movie in 1 week.
Oh, wow.
And I think they just saw that I was willing to get up and do it. So I stayed in the back of his mind. At the time, he was researching a lot of content creators out in Thailand. There was a lot of African-American content creators that was flying out there and just grabbing a lot of stuff. And that was his obsession. He became, like, really obsessed with the whole culture. And he comes to me like, oh, I got this idea, co-rapper in Thailand, and I think your personality would fit. And for me, it was like, to be totally honest with you, I was coming like almost like to the final, like, funds of my record deal, like the first half of my record deal, because I had put it into more of operations and hiring my friends first before I really, like, went full force in promotion. I still had a lot to learn at the time. So for me, it was like, all right, we're just going to go out there blind and see what happens, see if we can make some connections. And luckily, I had people out here like Max, like him, a few other people that had contacts out there. Roland Lau was out there for the first time in Asia. So we went out there for that. And it kind of just turned into this big thing. And we were like, all right, let's just keep recording. Let's just keep recording. And then when I came back, the American tour happened. And Thailand was just, I got tatted. I got Thai
Did
tats
you?
and all that. Yeah, I got a lot of tats. I got a whole leg sleeve the last time I just went.
Did you do the stick and poke?
Nah, I didn't get to do that because I have this weird thing of, like, I'm just like an impulsive tatter. Like, I'm just like, oh, I want a tattoo today. And for some reason, I always do it like 2 days before I'm supposed to leave the country. It's stupid. And I always want big tattoos.
Well, you probably had no time anyway. You were probably, like, constantly working.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I do on my breaks. I realize I just go get tattoos.
It's probably like a stress reliever for you.
It is. And I only tat, like, lessons that I learned. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything on me is a lesson that I'm trying to take with me for the next decade. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he gave me the opportunity to go out there. My team was like, oh, it's crazy enough to work. Thank God it was. And I fell in love with Thailand, to be honest with you.
So the reason why you flew out there to begin with was because of the series?
Yeah, so it was strictly a YouTube series. And I had brought the Hola song out there.
I know. I wanted to talk about that because I hear it every time I go into the bars and I'm like, oh. So how did that song come about?
Again, the B-Boy, he was managing. Well, not so much managing, but Brownz was on his label at the time. And I called. This was like my first, like, flex. I was like, yo, I want a feature.
I see that.
I want to go out to Thailand because I wanted to come, like, loaded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to just go out there just to play around. I wanted to make sure I had something to present when I got out there. So he was like, oh, well, what about Ron? I knew he was going to say Ron. I was like, yeah, Ron would be cool, right?
He's low-key popping.
He's super popping right now. And especially with all these remixes that he got, the Chris Brown, the Diddy's, all of that. So he's going crazy with that. And I wanted that energy, too. I was like, I wanted to bring something that I feel like he brought when he introduced Pop Champagne into the industry. It was just like fun records. A-Rap Money, fun record. Dancing on Me, fun record. It wasn't about violence. It was just like things to get people dancing. And that's what I wanted to bring to the culture at the time. So we went to the studio. We sat through like an hour of just going through beats. We picked Hola and one more, Reach for It. I came back. So I linked the artist I work with really closely out here. His name's Caden. I just respect his ear and his pen. So I was like, yo, I got this Ron Brownz beat. Don't tell nobody. And he was like, what you going to do? I was like, I don't know. You know?
Did you actually get to work with Ron?
Yeah. I went to the studio to record it. I actually didn't write the song until like an hour and a half before I got to the studio. I spent the day stressing about it, trying to think of the perfect song. Kaden was like, yo, bro, you do this. It's like, relax.
Exactly.
So, and then I fell asleep, right? I fell asleep.
It'd be like that.
I woke up. I'm like, yo, this dude's about to pick me up to go to the studio. So I just wrote it real quick. Then I got to the studio. We wrote the second record. And when we recorded it, I think Ron kind of just like saw what I was trying to do with the record. And his support on it was like, okay, he likes my bars. He likes to, we came up with the hook. Thank God, that Hola. So we had like 2 different hooks.
Really?
Yeah, and it was like, oh, it's not simple enough. It's not catchy enough, So we just stepped. The Hola was the very last thing that we put on the record. So I was just writing to
Whose
write.
idea was that?
Again, B-Boy. We heard a sound that Ron did on a reference. It was like, oh, and we was like, and I was like, oh, the sound caught us for some reason. We was like, all right, well, how do we make that sound a word? And I was like, hola. And it was like, nah. Right?
No, thank you.
Kept going. And I'm like, okay, but what about hola? And they're like, yeah.
It's a good song, though. How
you.
long did it take you to finish it?
I only had an hour and a half. For real.
To write, produce,
wow,
record,
so
all that?
you
Wow.
freestyled mad quickly.
For real. And then we had that second record. And at that point, I just wanted to show them that I could work fast. I felt like I had a good flow going on. Yeah. I didn't want to leave with. I felt like if I didn't finish the song, he was going to take the beat back because these beats were like, he played them, and I could tell he was not supposed to click that button. He was like, oh. And he was like, wait.
He was saving it?
Yeah, he was definitely saving it. Definitely saving it.
So
I think I might have took a Diddy beat, too, to be honest with you.
Yeah. You hear all the scandals that's happening with him?
I mean, listen, that has nothing to do with me.
You have a lot going on in America right now.
Yeah.
All these shows that you're doing.
Yeah.
How do you feel about all that?
Surreal. For
it is.
It kind of just happened. This is like something that really just happened like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
To be honest with you. I just kept, because we were doing promotional tours, especially the first Swag Dirty tour. I was on tour with Ron across America. We did the East, we did the South, and we did the West.
That's really cool.
So that was most of my year last year, to be totally honest with you. It was right after Thailand. That was just me being annoying. Like, I want to do something. I got to beat Thailand. Ron was already on his way to be on tour. I thought I was just going to be like little bro carrying the bags. And then they offered me like my own tour with him. So I was like, all right, we'll make that happen. But now I was just being annoying about performing. Because promotional tours, you're really just like shaking hands, kissing babies,
right,
doing a lot of interviews, stuff like that. And my passion is really stage performance. So I was like, yo, if y'all really want me to pop, like, I got to show them
exactly
why I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah.
And we originally were supposed to do the Eric Bellinger tour.
Oh, I love him. He's so good.
Amazing artist. So what happened was we was in Thailand. We flew to L.A. for that. I got sick, and I don't really know how much of the story I
That's the
really
one that you
tell.
canceled, right?
Yeah. So I got sick. Somebody in his team was kind of like, oh, who's the starter kid? Because I was like last to be booked. Like, this is super last minute. It was like 4 days away from the show, still in Thailand kind of thing. So I think their production team got a little mixed up. And they were like, all right, like maybe. It just became like difficult. And then luckily, shout out to Livio, shout out to Rich, the people that was booking me, thank God they were like the top guys. And they were like, all right, well, if you can't do that, I don't want you to feel like this is how we work. And I want you, you came all the way out here. I flew Ron out, I flew my assistant out in hotels, and playing money cannot come back. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, nah, I'm going to get you something bigger. And they started giving me a list of different artists. And I was like, this one's a little too street for what I'm trying to do right now. This one's crowd is a little, And they were like, oh, this kid's not going to just take anything. And they was like, well, where you trying to be? I'm like, I'm trying to be like Drake status in like next year. They was like, all right, well, what about Lil Wayne?
That's a big one.
Yeah. So
how did you feel when you got offered that?
I still don't know how I feel when I got offered. It went from a 2,000 capacity for Eric Bellinger to 13,000 seater and arenas and all of that for Lil Wayne.
That's crazy.
Like in like 5 minutes. And they were like, all right, but you can do this, right? I'm like, yeah.
How was your first time performing? Like in front of like a big audience?
Well, I don't know. I feel like I've been performing my whole life. So for me, it's kind of just like, if you can master performing for 7 people, you can. It's just copy and pasting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on that. Like, I feel like I've done so many open mics out here. We've done so many shows here at Hub 17.
You did St. George Theater, right?
St. George Theater right before we left. So I feel like it was kind of just like, you can't be intimidated by the number of people in the crowd. You just got to hope you inspire that many people in the crowd. So that's really how I approach it. And I kind of black out when I perform, to be honest with you. It's like an out-of-body experience.
That's what I was going to say. Like, the adrenaline just takes over.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Until I see the videos, they're like,
yeah.
Like sometimes I'll throw the event, and it's like, I brought the speakers, and I'm telling everybody, be careful with the speaker. And then as soon as the beat drops, like, I'm standing on the speaker and jumping on. I'm like, bro, that's a liability, you know? But I just kind of surrender myself to the music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I look for the crowd. I write for crowd reaction, too, you know what I'm saying? Like, the spaces that I leave in the songs, even on Hola, there's, like, a lot of, like, little gaps where the beats kind of just rocking, just so people can have their own little, like, fun personality to it. But I will say, just thinking like, you know, seeing arenas and coliseums on the paper, it's like, oh, okay. Well, how do I make it bigger from St. George Theater? How do I make it bigger from, you know, every place that I performed thus far? And I feel like doing the school tours when I was doing a lot of the community work definitely prepared me for that. Because kids are hard critics.
They are.
They
definitely are.
They do not play.
Break you down.
They will tell you ugly right to your face.
Yep.
So you said you wanted to be Drake status. Is that your biggest inspiration in music?
Nah, I just feel like he's getting the most money right now.
Honestly, yeah.
But inspiration-wise, I definitely say, like, I say more the moguls, like the Jay-Z's, Master P, Barry Gordon from Motown. That's really my goal. I want my story to be heard, but I also want to develop other talents. I don't want to just be a legend. I want to be a part of somebody else's legacies, too. It's just, I know I got to convince them to love me before I bring anybody else to the table. If that makes sense. And I love how they like just broke into different markets. My whole goal in Staten Island was making sure like hip hop was going to be valued in rooms that we were kind of getting shunned. I was the guy getting kicked out of everything. I was working, every partner that I had that y'all ever seen me, like, oh, he's in this school or this organization, like, that was kind of like revenge from being 19 years old and them kicking me out. Oh, we don't really want the hip hop guy. What's his zip code? Who is this kid? And then I feel like I kind of had to infiltrate the system. I started interning at some of those spots. And as, you know, the staff kind of like shifted out, you know, some people start retire. The people that were in the building were kind of watching me come back. And then they ended up being the people in positions. And it was like, all right, let's give this kid a shot. And it kind of became like, all right, now I'm in the door, but I don't want to be the only person in the door. I got, you know, brothers, I got friends that have the same dreams. So that's when we started like We Just Working and all the other companies to really start making platforms for people. But now I feel like that kind of also comes from just wanting to build more like legends or inspire artists to be themselves. And I feel like they have to make a certain kind of music to get in certain rooms, you know what I mean?
And you started producing in film, right?
Yeah, finally started executive producing.
How has that been for you?
Look at you.
Yeah, that's fun for me. That's actually one of my favorite new things to do, just kind of like working with different production teams, actors, bringing stories, telling to like, my whole thing is storytelling, from music to the art. Everything that I was doing as a kid, I found out that it was really like the storytelling aspect of it. So anything I can tell a good story in, I'm for. And to watch it on screen, I can't say too much about the movie we just did, but I will say it's like it's a comedy, almost like a kung fu comedy.
That's dope.
Yeah, so that was like weird. I don't know how like explicit I could get on this one, but I also like did like a documentary of like a sex education documentary.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how I ended up. I got the call. I was like, all right, let's try it out. But I'm proud of that. That was like a really dope experience too, and I just want to do more of that. You know, I love acting, but I also just love bringing these stories to life, working with other actors, giving other people opportunities too.
It's dope.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
it's
then watching
fun
people
too.
like, yeah, exactly. They just bring like their own life to it, their own personality to it. And then you're kind of just like, you think it's your baby, but it's everybody's baby, everybody in the room, you know what I mean? So it's cool to just be a part of something that visually can last forever and contribute to the culture too. You know what I'm saying? We grew up on so many movies that I feel like in school, I mean, even shows, right? Like when the Dave Chappelle show was coming out, everybody in school the next day was quoting the lines from the episode the day before, and people just kind of grew with that. So I want to like just provide that same vibe, that same like just content of just like, oh, I can do that too, or oh, I relate to this, or oh, I learned a lesson through this. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's been fun. Even like with the comic, but just I think executive producing in general is like a passion of mine for sure. That's something I could probably do forever, to be honest with you.
So you do see yourself doing this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, this is my life. This is my destiny. I seen myself doing this as a kid, and that's why I never gave up on it. Because I wanted to be a child actor, but I always felt like when I saw myself, when I visualized it, I was always older. You know, so I was always just like chasing, not letting that guy down. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that guy has the opportunities, making sure he's being respected throughout the whole thing. Like I've always tried to up myself the year before. That's my biggest thing. I don't know how I'm gonna top Wayne next year, but I'm going to top Wayne next year.
And you're performing with DDG, right?
Yeah, DDG.
Word! Yeah. I love him.
I'm also doing the Wiz Khalifa festival on 420, the Ludacris festival.
Where's that at?
That's going to be in West Virginia.
All right, yo.
June.
Book our tickets
T.I.,
now.
Yin Yang Twins. That's going to be dope.
I definitely want to go to one of them.
Yeah,
I do too.
Pull up.
Period.
Soulja Boy in Bangkok, June 1st.
Just let me know so I can take off.
Yeah, I got you.
Please.
Don't pay.
I can't wait until you do Rolling Loud California. Like I'm speaking it into existence.
Yes, please. Yo,
like I can't wait.
The crazy thing about that is I was praying on that, and when we landed in LA for the Eric show, Rolling Loud was out there. I had no idea it was gonna be out there, so we was able to go to the parties and all of that. So that was really cool. Just connect with different artists.
Which Rolling Loud was the last one? Where it was in California?
I think it was in California.
My cousin did the show.
Oh yeah.
J.I.
Yeah.
He did Rolling Loud. He posted it everywhere. I was like,
That's
damn it, I
fire.
can't go, but that's awesome, you know?
Yo, the crowd out there was crazy, and that's another
it always
thing.
Is.
Like to come back to see it in Thailand, and to see it here, and just like see how many people just like love the experience, love the music. Like I'm watching people. You know, the first day they bought the merch and they wore the merch every day after that. They was just so proud to be a part of that moment. You know what
I love that. That's like the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
And the best part of it, hands down.
100%. So I just want to be a part of that. I want to be like, you know, to be corny with it, right? And be like, oh, you know, I met this girl during this guy's set and the song came on and we looked at each other in our eyes and fell in love. And now I want to hire him for my wedding.
You're a lover boy?
Yeah, I'm a lover boy.
Yeah.
I'm a, lover boy, dog. I don't know what's.
He's a Sagittarius.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh,
yeah.
never mind.
I'm a Sag sun. I'm a Leo moon. I'm an Aries rising.
Oh,
on fire.
Evil. God bless you, though. But you seem nice.
Now, there's two different types of Sagittarius.
You're very intense.
Okay, so which month are you? Like, which
I'm a December.
Date? Oh, okay, so you're the nice one. The other ones are crazy.
No, they are.
The other ones are crazy.
You know.
I've never met a December one.
No?
No.
We're the vibes.
You're very calm.
Big vibes. I'm very calm. Yeah.
But you're nice.
Yeah, you're
like
chill.
you have personality to you. You know what I mean? You're not you're not like stalker Sagittarius. Like
nah, I dated a stalker Sag.
Really?
Me too.
Oh, what's up with them?
Kelly, what did I tell you? He used to literally wait in front of my house and be like, "Hey, your package got dropped off."
Nah.
Like
What?
random. No, I told you the story. I think I spoke about it on the podcast. Like I broke up with him because I didn't want to lead him on,
right.
and
You
I
did the right
don't
thing.
play with nobody's feelings like that. So I was like, yo, I lost feelings. Like I'm sorry. Like I
Right.
felt bad. I
Right.
did. But like if I don't like you, I'm not gonna keep leading you on. It's fucked up, right? He offered me $500 to stay with him. I didn't take it.
You think your heart is worth $500?
Right, I'm worth more than that.
Right.
But no, my heart is not worth no money.
That was probably
Right.
so much
Right.
money to him, though.
I know. He's here. This is for you. $500. Please stay. I was like, my parents even looked at him like he was crazy because he did it in front of them.
Oh, now he's wilding.
Right. So then he gets in his car and he's like, if I get into a car crash, it's all your fault. I said, okay, sorry, bye. So like days after days, like I had to block him because he was leaving voicemails numerous times. And then he was like, hey, like it's my new number. A package got dropped off. I don't know if you're home. Literally, I look out my window. He's waiting to see if I leave the house for my package. I told my parents that package could get lost. I don't give a fuck.
Yo.
I'm not getting robbed,
Right.
snatched up by him, no thanks. Yeah, but I told you
Got
that.
a voodoo doll in
But
it or
it's
something.
crazy that I'm not the only one who experienced that because I thought I was. I didn't know other people were going through that
It's
either.
real out here.
It's crazy.
My first trip to LA, I was going for the ASCAP, their publishing company for music. They had like this big convention, and that was my first time like on my own. All right, I'm gonna go just get out my comfort zone, right? And I was like, I'm telling my girl at the time, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this, and you know, I hope I can make the connection. Like 2 days later, she's like, oh, I'm going. I'm like, wait, nah, I gotta.
Not the wait, nah.
I'm like, nah, I'm just trying to work. I don't really want to make this a thing. She was like, no, I have my ticket.
No.
I'm like, yo, like.
No, that's crazy.
Same
No,
flight,
that's wild.
same everything. Information I never gave her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, she found. Oh my gosh.
Wait, did she have like your email like login
to
or
this
something?
day don't know how she did that.
That's scary.
And then had the audacity to fight with me the entire time we got there. Like as soon as we landed, she was just like, I'm
About
going
what?
to ruin this for you. Anything she could think of at the time.
But why? Wouldn't she
I
want?
don't know.
You
bro.
should want better for your partner.
That's what I thought at the moment. But she's also the same ex that drove me off a cliff, literally drove me off
You're
a cliff.
lying.
I'm not lying, bro. I've
What?
lived many lives out
Wait,
here,
are you okay? No, that's traumatic. I'm
Definitely
sorry.
traumatic.
I'd be traumatized.
Yeah.
I can't.
And it was like, we were like flying. It was like Dukes of Hazzard. We like bust through the guardrail.
I thought mine was worse because mine tried to hit me with his car, but you're talking about a cliff.
He should have been on our
So
last
you're
episode.
I know. I'm over here.
We just
like,
did an
what the hell?
episode, things our exes did, and we still stayed. Like, you should
Oh,
have
I
been
never
there. Where were
mentioned
you?
that. Try to hit me with his car. He tried to hit me with
That's
his car.
crazy.
I never ran
No.
so fast in my life. I was like this. I was like, I'm not gonna die. I support my partner's dreams. Like, you
Right,
want to do
same.
this? I got you, boo. I'm gonna stick by your side. I'm gonna be in a distance though, because I don't want to be all up in your space. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
You still got to give them
Like,
space to grow.
Your time is your time with your partner.
Right.
Work is work.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
where they don't. I feel like couples don't know how to separate the two.
Right.
Right.
But I've learned because obviously in my past, I used to be so clingy, and I'll admit, I never really separate. I'm like, why? Like, why? You know what I mean? But now, like, into the person that I matured, I know that work is work and love is love.
Right,
So you
exactly.
make time for your partner if you want to make time for your partner, but when they're at work, you give them that space because nobody wants to be bothered into work. You want to focus.
I'm not walking into Macy's like, yo, can I just have this shirt real
Right.
quick? You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Some people just hate the attention that their partner gets, though. I feel like they get jealous.
Yeah, I feel like some people, like especially if you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a rapper, like it sound cool,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh
Nilly
yeah,
G.
like a little pat on the back, like, oh, that's nice. You know,
you
they
know,
don't want to shoot you down, but they don't expect it to happen.
You know, my name's Nilly G, right?
Nilly G,
It's been Nilly G.
shaking
Shaking that ass and getting some cash.
That's a hit record, by
But
the
no,
way.
can you
It
help me?
is.
I got you. Don't play with me.
We'll go on
I
the
will
way.
executive produce that record
No,
right
because
now.
everybody was saying, "Oh, Nilda, stop singing that stupid song. That song is it's not gonna make it." And I'm like over here like shaking that ass.
Bro,
and getting
imagine
some
I was
cash.
walking around the hallways with my friends and I was just like, hola, hola, hola all day. Everybody was
Right.
like, shut up.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
How many people have told me, "Oh my God, that song is mad annoying."
Right.
Like, shut up.
People that are close to you, too.
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I just be like,
It's
bro,
always
this
the
is.
ones close to
I'm not a rapper. I'll be honest. I'm not a rapper. I rap when I'm drunk. And the words just flow.
one of
You know what I
those.
mean? Yeah. So I'm like, yo, once Kelly knows, once I get like 3 drinks in me, she's like, oh shit, Nelly G's out. And I'll be there and we eating dinner. And I'll be like, yo, motherfuckers always want to talk. And she's like, oh my gosh, she's rapping. Like the waitress will be like, what's happening? I'm like, I'm rapping, girl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do it for fun. I don't
Yeah.
see it as like a
I
passion
feel
like
that, I feel
everybody
that.
else.
Right.
Like, I'm like you. I always wanted to be an actor.
feel you.
And I always wanted to be a teacher.
Right.
So it's like right now I'm a para. So
Nice.
I'm kind of fulfilling my goal right
Congratulations.
there. But thank you. But like, it's just for fun. You know what I
feel
mean?
you.
Like, I used to film with my uncle. We used to do shit like that.
That's
like,
fine.
it's just for fun.
Right,
Like, I
right,
enjoy
right.
it. And if, you know, people want to hate on my shaking that ass and getting some cash,
them
then don't
hate.
listen to it when it comes out.
They gotta
Right.
listen to it when it comes.
No, they
You
are.
know what's
Yeah.
funny? People like your biggest supporters are the haters. One, they talk about you the most.
Right.
Like they're your
Yes.
biggest. They're your street team for real. And they always check the content to see if they can hate on it.
Mm-hmm.
They always want to hear it so they can pick it apart. You know what I'm saying? They're like your first couple plays, to be totally honest.
So
with
annoying. They'd be like, why is Kelly's hand looking like this? What's happening? I'm like, yeah, we are talking about a whole topic. And they'll
Right.
just be in the comments like, oh, no one cares. Or why your hand look like that? Or why your elbow dirty?
Like, you obviously
bro,
care if you're
shut up.
commenting.
you. Right. Like you watched the whole episode.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, that's what you have to say? Nothing positive?
Right.
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But questions? My
Yeah.
questions?
Oh.
Are you excited? Are you excited? Sorry. Okay, so how did your career shape you into the person you are today?
I feel like, just like I said, I used to watch a lot of TV and like watch what was going on with the artists. And I guess I just didn't want to, like, I seen the good and the bad, right? Like, we seen the gang wars, we seen the conspiracies, we seen, like you said, like, things that happened to somebody be successful for so long and then everything kind of bite them in the ass years later. So I just never wanted to be that. And I wanted to be cool. So I was, like, really trying not to be corny. You know what I mean? I never, like, followed any kind of trends. But I was just like, I don't want to do that because, like, I had the ultimate confidence in myself as a kid. I was like, I don't want to do that because it's going to come up later.
Right.
Or I don't even want to date this person because they got this personality and they might try to do this to me. Like, I was like, in my mind, I was already famous. Like, there was cameras on me and everything. But also, like, growing with the responsibility of having a voice, growing with the responsibility of people that actually did want to hear me rap or telling me what kind of songs they like. Oh, I like when you're a little more personal. Right. Oh, I like when, and if you know me, to kind of just be like chill and not really speak about it. Oh, I like when you're braggadocious. Like, people just started to demand the different sides of me that I was hiding from myself, to be totally honest with you. And even now, I feel like this Thailand trip, like, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, just to be more focused. I really don't want to fuck this up. I don't want anybody to try to use anything against me in the club. I don't want it, you know what I'm saying?
It's a good mindset.
You know?
Did they try to push drugs on you?
Yeah, I mean, certain parties, but I don't feel like it's not like, I don't feel like it's, at this point, it's not a malicious thing. It's like, oh,
okay,
you're here, you're in the party, and you must do, you know what I'm saying? But they respect my nose, you know?
That's good.
And it's never like a executive or anything. It's usually like a fan that's just like, they think that's what's supposed to happen there.
Yeah, but
you know
you're grown, so you can't really get peer pressure into that. You make your own choices.
Yeah, I don't know. And like,
don't do drugs, give hugs.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs, give hugs.
Ready?
Don't do drugs, give hugs.
But I also say,
join
like,
in.
Okay, don't do drugs, give hugs.
You gotta do it at the same
I just
time.
said,
1,
ready?
2, 3.
Don't do drugs, give hugs.
Yes.
That's a sound bite. Are we gonna get that to the board? But yeah, like, even I also say my community work and teaching. I was a teacher as well. I was a songwriting teacher.
Okay,
oh, wow.
I'm a teacher in a day and a stripper at night. All right,
that's kind of how I felt though, right? It was like
Hannah Montana.
It was super Hannah Montana because in my mind I was like, and I ain't do nothing crazy. It was just like, you know, I hang out with some hooligans, I smoke a little weed. It was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But it was just like I really felt like when I went into these schools, I had to be a role model, and it wasn't just about me. It was about the culture. It's like, oh yeah, I want to rap for real. Like, I had to kind of show them it's not just what you see on TV.
Yeah.
And you could be whatever you want. I almost took, like, when I first dropped my project, I think we was actually here at Hub 17. We had this show, and like I took my shirt off and I smoked weed, and the whole crowd was like, "Starda smokes weed," you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, at that point, I feel like it was important for me to just be like, yeah, like, this was me the whole time. When I was doing the political work, when I was doing the kids' work, there's like, you could be yourself.
Exactly.
It's just about what your goals are and what you're really trying to provide out here. You know, sometimes they don't need to know everything about you because they will use it against you. So just show them the best parts of you. So when they try to use something against you, it's like, all right, but I got some armor on. You know, like, you know where my heart stands. At the end, I may smoke some weed because I still grew up poor and a little depressed. And, you know what I mean? But other than that, it was just like, but I'm going to make it out of that. I'm going to tell my stories to make it out of that. That doesn't define me. I may be pieces of what you think I am as soon as you look at me. But as soon as I open my mouth, or if you look at my resume or my catalog, you're going to be like, oh, okay, this is a well-versed individual. He's not just a rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was a political rapper. I was a teaching rapper. I guess I'm just a rapper. But.
I really admire your mindset, like the way you think, because most people don't think like that. They're just very into like, oh, I need to be famous. I need to make money. I need to do this. I need to get there, you know? And you're just,
and they never make it like that.
Right. You have a lot to you.
Because, like, what are you you want to be famous, but for what? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I want to be famous, right? But I don't want to be famous because I want to be famous. I want to be valued. I want my influence. Like, if I have something to say, I want people to really, like, respect when it comes from me. You know what I'm saying? I want people to respect when it comes from my team, my businesses.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, I'm not doing this to be cool. Because if I was in this to be cool, I would have been signed years ago. There's so many deals that I turned down. I watch people sell their souls for deals, and and then their project never.
You believe in
out.
that? Selling souls.
I mean, there's different ways to sell your soul, right? If you start rapping about things you don't believe in, like if you was never a hood kid, but all of a sudden you rapping about your ops and running drills and all that, and then you end up doing it because you like submerged yourself into that. Like, oh, I went to the show, I met this guy, he makes this kind of music, I'm gonna rock with him because I think he's about to be hot. Yeah. I'm gonna make the same music that he's making, and then he either totally like blows up or he doesn't go anywhere, but you still stuck in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stuck in that lifestyle. You got to own up to who you say you was. So I always just made sure I said I was me.
Yeah, you know who you are. Yeah. Wow. He ain't no liar. You hear that?
No lying, son.
Right on Spilling Wine Podcast. He not lying.
I'm very proud to say, like, on my projects, like, I ain't lying. You can pick a bar. Like, I ain't lying about nothing.
Okay. Rap about grilled cheese. Go.
Grilled cheese. I got cheese on me. I just need a little ketchup to get this seat. And if you need a little iced tea to come with me, because I'm about to get lunch with my, I don't know how to rap about grilled cheese.
With Nilly G. With Nilly G.
Nilly G. What we talk about, Kraft?
Yeah.
What we talk about?
Kraft mac and cheese, Velveeta, baby.
Oh, my God. I just don't want to give that much credit to grilled cheese because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah. I'm not, but I know people who are lactose intolerant. Tolerant.
It's you.
No, I love cheese. My brother's lactose intolerant.
Yo, you know what's funny though? But that was literally how my career started. Somebody be like, yo, rap about cheese. Rap about that playground right there. Or that hat stupid. Rap about that hat.
Right. Did you post videos on social media?
At the time, no. I mean, not to date myself, but when I first started rapping, social media didn't exist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even right now, like, they tell me they want me to be like a little more vulnerable on social media. I'm like, I kind of want to save it for my music, to be honest with you, so I can really tell you what's going on. Yo, you got me wanting to make like a grilled cheese song.
Yeah, I love grilled cheeses. You ever had grilled cheese with ham?
I have.
It's good, right?
It's actually top tier. It's
delicious. That's how I eat my I will only eat my grilled cheese like that.
Yo, you're going places.
I am going. I know, right? I'm trying.
Proud of you.
Thank you. Aw.
What is your craziest fan experience?
Craziest fan experience.
Have you got bras or undies thrown at you? Please let me know.
I got flashed at a show once.
You ever signed anybody's titties yet?
I have signed it.
Oh my God! I'm so excited.
I have signed
okay, so
my boy was like, "You made it."
Not the titties.
I swear to God.
You're Drake now.
Whole nip out and everything.
Bruh.
Were they nice? He said,
I mean, you know, they were. You know, I picked the biggest one.
He has to think about it.
I picked the biggest one. They had like a, you know, you got the big one, you got the small one. Sometimes it was one that was just like really showing out, and one's kind of like playing in the background. So I was like, I hit the show out one pretty good. It was cool. The flash was better than the one I actually signed.
So wait, she just came up to you and was like, "Oh my God, look at my titties!" Ah.
Well, while I was on stage. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. She was in the middle of the crowd.
That's crazy.
And she just like flashed. And I think like her sister, some kind of like tackled her, like, put those away.
Right? I would have done the same thing because what are you doing flashing your titties at everybody right now?
Yeah, no, I thought it was kind of crazy to be totally honest with you. I didn't see that coming at all. And it was such an aggressive song. It wasn't even like I was like singing for the ladies or anything.
That's crazy.
It just kind of happened.
Wasn't like, take off your clothes, let's do some homework. Yeah, you know? Did she warn you that I'm like
this? Can you do that one more time?
Take off your clothes, let's do some homework. Yeah. Did Kelly warn you that I'm kind of...
No, but I watched the show. So.
Yeah, he knows. He knows already.
Let me, you know, I'm not trying to throw all my energy out there.
But yeah, I'd say craziest fan experience was somebody that was in my DMs. It was kind of giving me stalker vibes.
Oh my God.
Like showed up at a show. And I just like did not feel safe at all. Because I feel like...
You have security?
Yeah, now.
That's your security guard right there?
Just you?
Hey, security guard.
Well, him.
He has a broken arm right now. You got another one?
Because he be securing.
You need me?
She'll scare anyone away.
You need me? I'll start barking.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll start barking. Start growling.
Just growl like
I'm sorry. My bad.
No, it was very intimidating. Yeah, we might have to pick you up.
I'm telling you, when we with Kelly, I'd be like, what? What you want?
I think I've seen that in live action.
You have.
In the clubs. I've actually seen that.
Because people think that because she's small that they could just pick on her. But no, Mina, she has a resting bitch face. She's the meanest girl I know. So first of all, try her. But like what you're not gonna do is try her while you're with me.
Right.
Because that's my best friend.
Right.
So I'll be like, what happened?
Right.
I'll be like, what happened?
That's a
and
fact.
they be walking away.
And she has the loudest voice ever.
Because I don't like that
So
either.
pierce through the room. Like everybody knows not to
Because
vocal.
what you're not going to do is grill us. Like, we know we
you.
some bad bitches. So
Right,
you're not going to grill us. Like, if you going to come up to us and compliment us, we mad friendly. Oh, my God, thank you. Like, so are you.
Right.
But if you're like,
you got to match the energy.
those are the bitches. Like
the spilling wine bitches.
If you watched our podcast, you've seen how we got hated on for dressing up for New Year's.
Right.
Yeah, like, I still can't get over that. Like, y'all bitches, okay, I understand you was wearing your little mom jeans, your little heels, and your little white belts with your little tank tops.
Yeah.
But we was popping out. It was New Year's.
Right. You was representing yourself.
Period.
You know where hate come from, right?
Jealousy.
You know where that jealousy comes from, right?
Not having an
Insecurities.
ass, not having tits.
Not even.
Not
It's
having
just like,
parents.
one thing that helps
Failing in life.
Oh, damn.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna scratch the not having parents part up. But what helped me, because I used to be like super sensitive when people would hate on me, like, yo, because I'm trying to do like good for the world. I'm like, why do you hate me? But it's like, yo, when you remind people what they're not doing for themselves, they're not really hating on you. They're just mad at yourselves. You're just a representation of what they don't want to do or too lazy to do.
Listen,
Exactly.
broski, I used to be like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still cry. Like I'll cry if it hits me like deep, because like I have like a very sensitive heart. So like if you really said something that bothered me, I'll think about it for like 3 weeks and I won't let it go. But like now I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't need you. Like, damn, leave. Goodbye. Like, you know what I mean?
We call that growth, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud of you. Can we? Are we doing this?
Clap cheeks. Clap cheeks. Yo, bro, clap the cheeks. Yeah, but like, no, because I'm sensitive.
I feel that.
Like, I cry every time Kelly tells me something nice, because it's like, you're so nice. Like, why are you being so nice? Really fucking emotional. Some of us are just really fucking emotional. Exactly. I just can't let it go. I just can't. Don't make me cry, please.
It's good to have that support,
goodness.
especially when you're sensitive. It's good to have somebody that balances it out. It's a cruel world out here. You need somebody to remind you who you are. People treat you like, the people that know exactly who you are the first to treat you like that's not who you are.
I love Kelly for the reason why she tells me how it is. She don't sugarcoat no shit. I be like, bro, be honest, bro. Like, my parents said this shit look nice. Like, be honest. And she'd be like, Nilda, you look fucking ugly today, please. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, because my parents are my biggest haters. So I'd be like, you know what? You're right. I'm changing this shirt. This don't match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have, like, a real friend. Or I used to have friends who'd be like, oh, you're going to wear that? And I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, you look nice. I'm like, and then I'd be like, yo, Kelly, this is how she said it. Like, and then I'll show her and she'd be like, no, that does not match. Please change. Like, she'll tell me how it is.
Kelly's
She's a real ass friend.
Kelly's
I'm like, these bitches are hating on me.
No. I've actually seen that happen to you before, where like a girl that we hang out with will be like, oh no, like your hair looks so nice, and then she'll give you that like weird look.
Right? And then me and Kelly will go to the bathroom and I'll be like, bro, she'd be like, bro, your hair's fucking sticking out. It looks frizzy as fuck here. And she'd pat it down with water and I'd be like, why is this bitch lying? Like, what did I do to her? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, you need that one person.
Yeah.
I'm telling you need that one person, because everyone who says they're your friends or say that they're looking out for you, they're hating on you low-key.
Sometimes they're in competition with you. They'll pop out with you just to flex on you.
You do egg cleanses? You look at me like that. You know what that is?
Nah, what is that?
Okay, so I just learned from my cousin Amber. We did egg cleanse, right? Okay. She's like, you have people hating on you. I feel it. I sense it. Because I was having like a hard week. We crack the egg into water. Okay. Right? And then if the liquid shows spikes, that means that there are people wishing bad upon you. If it shows bubbles, that as well. But I believe it's like, if it shows like clear, you're good. Okay. Right? I got mad spikes, bro. Mad spikes. And then you're supposed to like take it. You're not supposed to look at it when you throw it in the water. Okay. You either return to sender, which means like you give them back the bad juju that they're wishing upon you. So then their life goes, to shit. Right. Or you release all the negative energy and you just
like let it go.
Let it go, and then you're good. I don't believe in hurting people back. That's just not me.
Yeah,
so
same.
I just let it go.
Right.
But I know my cousin did it, and she returned to sender, and then her mom was having like the shittiest week of her life.
Oh,
So
damn.
I was like, damn.
Yo, first off, the evil in that laugh just now.
Damn.
I did that once to one of my bosses because she was a witch and she was doing like witchcraft on me, low key. So my mom like was spraying holy water around the store and everything, and she was like, "I'm gonna return this to sender," and she ended up getting breast cancer.
No way.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Kelly.
Dang, you're returning
Kelly.
something
Yeah.
deep.
No, but like Kelly, I also told Kelly never take crystals from people because they could put stuff on the crystals.
Yeah, never
and
take crystals.
She took the crystals home.
Cause I felt bad. I didn't want to say no.
No,
Like I didn't
I
want
would
to
have
direct
threw it out in
them.
the garbage. I ain't never letting
Too
that into
nice.
my
It
house.
It was crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, Kelly. Kelly got sick that week.
Oh my
She
God.
was like going through it. I was like, you're not supposed to take them in your house. Once you let them in your house, that's it.
Yeah.
You done.
Right.
You need to go to
You
church.
can't mess with that. One
Yeah.
of the films I was doing, like, it was kind of based off of like voodoo, like the storyline. So I had to learn a lot about it. And I'm like, yo, this is some intense stuff. Like, it's real.
It
Like,
is.
you can really mess up a whole life. But
It's a
you can also
religion.
protect yourself. Yes. Cool.
Do you believe in it?
I do now.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like there's a lot of negative people in the air, and like if they see that they don't have what you have,
Right.
they'll instantly wish bad on you. I know a girl, Kelly, you actually know her. I know a girl
No
who
shade.
would take, you know, the little voodoo dolls.
Yeah.
She would dress them up as people that she hated, and she would poke them with
People
pins.
used to do that in middle school when I was in middle school. Oh my God.
I remember that too. That was scary. I'd be like, well, ain't nobody better do that to me because I'm
Right.
already broken.
They used to name them and everything. Like, yeah, this is Ryan. He broke my heart. I'm gonna stab it every day.
Nah.
Like, okay.
I hope nobody's like doing that to me right now.
No, don't even, nobody, listen,
Right.
I
Thank
pray
you.
for you, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I pray for all the
Because
people.
you hear about it, like when you get a certain level of fame, you attract
my God, yes.
every walk of life.
You
know
do.
what
I
I'm
think that
saying?
you just honestly need to protect yourself. Not saying nothing bad, God forbid anything bad happens, but you know those crazy stories where like stalkers, you know, people getting stabbed, like celebrities because they don't have like a lot of people on them. Just you know, always watch your surroundings. Be
Right.
safe. Like I wish you nothing but the best.
appreciate
God
you,
bless
ditto.
you. May God protect you.
Thank you.
These
Oh,
people
give
are
me all that.
insane.
Give me all
Yes.
that.
Don't sell your soul.
Nah.
Don't sell your soul.
Nah. I work so hard. I work so hard to make sure I never have to come close to even thinking about selling my soul. Like I've sacrificed years and years. I could have been put out music, but I wanted to learn the business. I wanted to really like show people what I was out here for before I totally dived into it. And some people didn't understand it. I feel like that's where a lot of my hate originally came from. It was like, yo, what's he doing? I thought he wanted to be a rapper. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? But if I didn't do all these things, I wouldn't be able to handle the position that I'm at even right now.
So, here's my question. Do you feel like you made the right decisions into turning certain things down to get where you are today?
100%.
And you don't regret it at
I
all?
don't regret nothing. I can't speak on it, but I have one of the most unique record deals in the history of music. You know what I'm saying? And it's only because I sat down. I was like, all right, for this amount of time, I'm gonna stop and learn this. I'm always gonna perform, but I'm not gonna release anything because I was very careful about my catalog, right? So I feel like the decisions I made for business, for community, for not taking other deals where I would have been given a team rather than being able to handpick and build my team. Other people responsible for my success rather than me being responsible for my success. I don't regret that at all. Like, I'm glad I waited that long. I'm glad because at the end of the day, this industry is like, when you in it, there's a lot.
It
You
is.
see some stuff. You meet some people. You see.
You have to be very careful with what you
gotta
sign
be-
and everything.
Yes, because people, like the lawyers work for the labels. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, we're going to have this lawyer look over your contract. But those lawyers, like, they're there to make sure that contract is in favor of the labels. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And, like, they target young artists because these young artists ain't going to ask questions.
They target rappers.
Yeah,
mostly.
I mean, I'm in the most craziest genre. Like I said all the time, why we took the Eric Bellinger tour actually, because I was begging. I was like, yo, can I get like a R&B singer? Can I get like a Taylor Swift or something like
Taylor Swift, yes!
You know
I love Tay-Tay! Sorry,
You know?
sorry.
And it's just
sorry.
because everything that comes with the hip hop thing. And And I also had to realize, like, oh, this is what these organizations were scared of when I was trying to get booked. You know what I mean? Like, they thought I was going to bring this to the... Yeah, he good over there?
Yeah. He said this. So I'm like...
Yeah, because he know, at the end of the day, there's certain parts of it that you can't escape.
Yeah.
Right? Which is why he's here. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
So it's like...
Good for you, bro.
You know?
Broken arm and everything.
Broken arm and everything. Putting out work.
Still a rider.
You know? Yeah. So it's like, you really got to protect yourself. And it's like, for me to have the nerve to want to inspire, you also got to realize what you're inspiring people to do. You know, I learned so much in this 1 year that, like, I'm going to sit my brother down and be like, yo, listen, this. Are you sure? Okay, then we got to move like this. Because it's like, you know, we are, like, tour is fun, but I'm like, I view it as war. I'm going to other people's territory, talk about I'm the best and I'm going to be the best, and everybody in your city going to love me more than you, and right? Because if they don't want to collaborate, then that's just the mentality I got to have. They're going to they want to take me out. Everybody, we all going for the same check. We all got the same job. Everybody wants the same longevity. They only really place X amount of people at the top for but so long. You got to prove yourself that entire time. And then pressure comes with that. Depression comes with that. I tell you now, money definitely don't buy happiness. You know what I'm saying? I was in Thailand. There was one time we had this room. I had like a whole wing in the Hard Rock, right? Just off of like childhood, like, oh, this is what rappers do. You know what I'm saying? And I sat there and I was like looking at all this room, and I'm like, yo, I had a 2-bedroom for no reason. I'm like, oh, it's lonely. Like, that's when you really start to feel you know, your sacrifices. You know,
you were getting breakfast in bed every morning. I saw.
Oh, damn,
I saw
Kelly.
you.
Damn, Kelly.
I'm not saying I wasn't appreciative, bro.
Bro, what food was you eating, though? Was it like French toast?
He had a fruit platter. I saw that shit.
You know what? Shut up, bro.
Shout out to my chef, you heard?
You want to know how I'm struggling? My grapes are turning into raisins in my fridge, okay?
Raisins is good too. I love raisins. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like with that, I was kind of just like, I mean, other than the people that are working on the film and the clothing company that we working with out there, they gave me like a training, so I had to have a specific diet. But I feel like a lot of the beginning of this whole experience this year was me kind of like just trying to fill voids and like things that I wanted out of my childhood because I was really like man of the house. My mentality is like, nah, I got to save my family. Like this, I'm outside for my family. All this stuff is cool. And I tell my team all the time, they be like, yo, we gonna go to this party. I'm like, nah, like, can I just like go to the studio? Or can I like, cause I'm not here to do rapper stuff. I'm here to be a rapper. I would sit home rap if I could still make the same impact. I don't need to, like, I'm kind of partied out.
Like, it gets boring.
How old are you?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
Why?
I'm timeless.
Oh my God, he's 46.
No,
he's not. I knew it.
No, I'm not 46.
I knew it.
No, I'm not. I'm 33.
No, you're not. You look like a baby.
Thank you. That's because I'm happy.
You're like in your 20s. I thought you were like 24, 25.
Nah, that's just, you know what? I think it's just because I kept my youthful thinking. I mean, you tell your brain what you are. Yeah. And your brain's going to respond to that. I ain't put an age on me. I'm just better than last year. You know
timeless. I cannot wait so hard.
Do that again.
Why?
Nah, it was just
he's going to train you. Watch.
Yeah, I want to see if you stay in their pocket. But I'm 33, and I'm proud to say that because I didn't get my deal until I was 30. I didn't understand what to do with my deal until I was 32.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want people to know that, like, there's really no time limit on this thing.
There's no timeline at all.
No
it
time
comes
limit.
when it's the right time.
Yeah.
Do it when you can do it.
Yeah. If you here, I'm very big on, like, yo, as long as I'm here, it's up. You
it's
know
up,
what I'm saying?
Not down.
Nah, never down.
Never left, never right. Up and down.
Elevator going all the way up.
Period. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Period. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way
Yo,
up.
y'all are coming to all my parties if this is
Yes. We should.
Period. Shaking that ass and getting some cash. It's not like that though, but yeah.
I'm kind of feeling the Lauryn Hill.
You want to
version.
perform it? Go.
You want to deal right now?
Oh my God. Stop. Ready? I was shaking that ass and getting some cash, shaking that ass and getting some cash. You said you want this ass? Well, you gotta work for it. I'm a bad bitch, you know I know my worth, boy. Yo, listen, I'm a teacher in the day and a stripper at night. It be hard cause COVID ruined my life. So I got a side hustle in my everyday life. I could still side hustle. I could still be a wife. I can settle for you trash ass men. Need me a boy to buy me diamonds. Wait, never mind, I'm independent. I could buy a Benz if I work hard for it. Shaking that ass and getting some cash. Shaking that ass and getting some cash.
Honestly,
telling me
we might have something here.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll go stupid in Atlanta.
Tell me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold
Tell
you.
me. Be honest.
I feel like
For
Houston.
real?
You were speaking some. I know some
I
people
wrote
that relate to those lyrics.
I wrote that in October at 10 p.m. Drunk, October 11th. Drunk at 10 p.m. 2022.
And you still got it. Flawless.
I still got it.
At the floor, you remembered it all.
Yeah.
You got something here. That might be your manager now.
Yeah. Kelly. Kenny.
Period.
My other manager. Kenny Ken.
Shout out to Kenny. First off, just so y'all know, we wouldn't even be having this conversation if it wasn't for Kenny. He was such
Kenny.
like a vital part of my career for so long.
Me too.
Like, dog. It was like he became like my godfather. My dad's like,
Right.
yo,
No,
I got
literally.
this friend and he's doing this. And
He found me in
Kenny
a
was
trash
just like, yo, I
can,
got
bro.
you.
Found me
Like
in a trash
those.
can. Ken, thank you for everything you've done for
Thank
real,
you,
bro.
Cam, for real. For real, dog, because you feel me?
Yo, cause it be
it
really
was hard
running
to
out
do.
here like.
Yo, it kept me out of trouble too. I ain't gonna lie. Like he gave us this space to really like develop our brand. I built a whole app off of what I was doing in here.
Wow.
Swear to God, I
That's
didn't know I
dope.
could do that.
Look
You know
at
what
you. I'm so proud. I don't know you, but I'm proud.
I appreciate you did, yo.
Yo.
Come here, dog.
I got you. Bonding.
Yo, Kel, I always call her superstar. Actually, like,
She is. She does a lot, right?
yo,
She
crazy.
does a lot, bro.
Crazy for so long.
I
too.
admire
like,
her.
The consistency
I literally
is crazy.
do. I be like 4 jobs.
Right.
How do you breathe?
Don't.
Like I admire you.
She's drowning in
homie.
success right
I'm
now.
gonna call you Hoey, but homie.
That was gangster.
Thank you.
It was game.
Word. That's why when I came, I think she hit me while I was still in Thailand, right?
Yes.
And I was like,
We've been trying to plan this for so long.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were gonna stay out there for like
oh, me neither.
6 what was it, 6 months?
I mean, in total, it was 5 months.
Pronounce
I lived
your-
in Thailand longer than I lived anywhere in this past year.
Pronounce
to
your
be honest.
name.
Pronounce my name? Starda.
Okay.
Starda like a star.
I was.
Because
because he's a star.
We went to McDonald's. I was like, "Oh, what time is Strada coming?" She said
Yo,
Strada.
everybody hits me
Said
with
what?
the Strada.
Are you serious?
Yo, there's been a couple, like, famous DJs. I was like, and now Strada. I'm like,
You're lying. Are you kidding?
there was one of these I'm not gonna say the name because, but one of these like play, you know, like these DJs, they have playlists monthly, and it was like even spelled Strada. I'm like, I'm not promoting.
What?
Yeah.
Like
It was
on the
cool.
flyers?
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's cool.
god.
I feel like
I would have took the mic. I would have been Starda.
Right. It's
Start
cool.
up.
I feel like it's something to laugh about later. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, well, my bad.
Humble beginnings.
My bad. I ain't know. I said Strada followed
Nah,
me.
it's cool. It's like when you like, they just read it really fast, you know? And it's
Yeah.
like an Italian word, correct? So it's like there's a whole Strada
Is it?
restaurant out here.
Is it?
I believe so.
Oh.
I know there's an Italian restaurant named Strada out here.
I
There
didn't-
is.
I don't know that. I did not know that.
Now you know. And knowing is half the battle. I don't know if you're old
Period.
enough.
Wow, inspirational. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Knowing is half of the battle.
That's G.I. Joe. We might get sued.
Oh, never mind. I take it back. I thought he was being inspirational, but he's a liar.
A little plagiarism goes on. But yeah, so I was like, you know what, few people hit me up, but I wanted y'all to have the first interview.
Oh, how nice. Is there anything else that you want to add?
For me, I got the Starter Party EP with Brownz coming out.
Wow.
So we got a whole project together.
Nilda's gonna be on it, shaking
Yeah.
that ass, getting some
Yo, not for
cash.
nothing, if Brownz be behind that, would go crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. We might have to make some calls.
Let me know.
We'll eat the boy. What else? I got the. I also have another project I'm working on with 6 Figure Digger, very legendary producer, also from Harlem. He worked a lot. Like he like drew the Diplomats logo. He made Many Men for 50. He did like
That's
a lot
cool.
of huge records. Then the movies, we're working on this comic book. The comic book should be out soon. It's based off the label. If y'all know me and my man Frankie Face, because we were signed together
Wow.
and started Bars, which is Banks and Roses Society. It's like an adventure sci-fi kind of thing. So we're looking for, shout out to Sean MacArthur and Divided District Studios producing this book with us. We was on the phone all night last night, just kind of like wrapping that up. And yeah, I mean, I'm like, here forever.
As you should. And we are so proud of you, right, Kels?
Yep.
We're like
You're doing so many amazing things.
Supporters, okay? And I always watch you. I will always watch you. I just can't.
Ditto. I can't wait to pull back up on y'all.
Fucking emotional. We had to hit the button, okay?
The buttons are epic, yo. I hope I make like.
You have to get on one of the buttons.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
You always have a place in our heart, okay, Starda?
Y'all got any final questions for me?
Have you ever hooked up with a fan? If not, would you?
Like in my entire life?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in my early ages.
Oh my God.
I thought it was, to be honest, I thought it was like the coolest shit in the world. I was like,
really?
Oh, they want me. You know what I'm saying?
I feel wanted.
Yeah, but
all
now
right.
I don't. I'm not sure. Now I don't really want to like.
Do you feel weirded out though? Like,
I feel weird when it's like, if you don't really like know me.
Yeah.
That was a fan that like, that was a fan that became a friend kind of thing. Like, oh, you like my music? Oh, all right, cool. Like we met at a show. I think I watched them become a fan, so it wasn't even like a whole.
Okay.
You know
So it wasn't
I'm
like a
saying?
super fan, like a
Yeah,
crazy
yeah,
super
yeah,
fan.
yeah,
You gotta
Okay.
be careful because you
I
see
would
what
never
they...
mess with a super fan. Actually,
Yeah.
in this moment, I probably say I never mess with a fan because I feel like just in general, I'm just trying to foster like real relationships with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
I'd
a risk.
rather just be cool. I just don't feel
You
like.
don't want them like going on social media and just lying on your name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, no. Listen, if I hook up with a fan, I'm sure it's gonna do wonders for my numbers and great promotion. But I'm just saying, I just wanna.
Good night.
Not playing.
When you hook up with Taylor Swift, you get back to me, okay?
Yeah, I'm scared to hook up with Taylor. I don't want
I
to hook
love
up with
Taylor
any like females that are like way more powerful than me. I seen that like
She
with a
starts
few
writing a song.
celebrities.
She goes, Starda, Starda, Starda. You broke my heart. Knew it from
Yeah,
the
right.
start.
Like I don't want people to sing about me for real.
Yeah.
But I really just want like I said, like I just want to foster like real relationships. Like if I speak to a fan online, like I just want to be cool. I feel like hooking up with people ruins things sometimes.
Yeah.
It does.
Totally ruins it. It's like instead of the memory of, oh, that guy was cool, it's like, oh, well, they get awkward or weird. It's like, oh, well, we had a moment, but I don't want to bother him now. I don't want to,
you know how we are. We get nervous.
Yeah.
Right? We just be like, oh my God, does he like me? Does he hate me? Like, was it trash?
And like, I just did this whole, like my last project before, I guess, before this single was a women empowerment project. I just got like, especially for women in the business, like people that do what y'all do and like inspiring other young ladies.
They don't get as much respect.
Nah. And it's like.
And I love that a man could say that.
Yeah, they don't. I mean, like I was raised by women as well. I was raised by my mom. And my swag dirtiness comes from my dad, so I'm like, I was caught in the middle. But I say like all my siblings after me, like they have a high respect for women. You know what I'm saying?
Aww.
So I
That's
feel
great.
like as far as like the craziness of the bloodline, I feel like we kind of broke that. But yeah, no, I just want to see women get their respect. And because they're gonna build some of the best platforms that we're ever gonna see, and I've seen dudes mess up a lot of things, and I'd rather work with women. Like anybody, I've always had like women run my businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like I was working with Girl on the Rocks for years, and it's just
I love
trust
her.
her intuition, like her mind. My assistant now, I'll be like, yo, you want to pick the outfit? What do you think about this set? What do you think about this? Like I lean on that.
Bro, he gotta move. He making me laugh. You try to be serious. He out here smiling and shit. Like,
Because he's proud of him.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, but like it's good that like because some males don't think like that, especially for women. Like you know what's been happening around the world. Women can't even go to the club without either getting stabbed or getting
I posted
harassed.
something yesterday about like there was a meme or some video somebody popped a pill in this girl's drink. I was just like, yo, as a reminder,
Yeah.
like be careful, because I'm like, I feel like it's very important also for women to just be aware. I'm not the type of person like, oh, don't dress like this. But if you're not aware or you're gonna act naive, then you probably shouldn't dress like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you know what you're doing and you can stand 10 toes down and understand what your surroundings and understand that attention comes with intentions. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of got to guide those a little bit.
Once you put your drink down, you're not picking it up again.
Yo, somebody put their finger in my water at the bar.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Can we talk about that? What's up
No,
with that?
they did not.
I'm like,
Why?
I got a water. They're like, water. I'm like, yeah, I don't drink. She said, oh, it's water. I'm like,
oh my God, it was me. I'm
Security.
sorry. It was me. My bad. Just wanted to finger the water
That's
a little.
crazy.
that was like the most gangster thing that happened to me.
No,
in a long
but
time.
did you drink it? Because I
don't know,
figured,
I
oh,
didn't-
thank
Why
God,
would
'cause,
he
you know,
drink it? That's nasty.
Some people be doing that. I had to ask.
Water is free.
Would you have drank it?
No.
Okay.
Because I would have been like, where the fuck have your finger been? Give me a new water. Why would you do that? I don't even like when people, ask Kelly, I don't even like when people touch my food.
Me either.
Right.
Like, you're doing too much.
I don't like when people touch me.
If I offer you,
Facts.
if I offer you stuff, then you take it. But
Yeah.
you're not going to be like, oh, I see some empanadas there. I'm just going to grab some. No.
First
Move
off, I don't
back.
play about no empanadas.
Move back. I make the best empanadas ever.
Do you?
Next time you come, I got you.
That wraps up today's episode. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, listen on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, shop the merch, shop Sour Apple 17, and Starda. Where could they find you?
You can find me at
Thailand! Go.
Thailand Part 2?
Thailand Part 3. I really.
3.
Actually, yeah, at Rapper in Thailand, but my personal gram is 1 Starda. That's the number 1 STARDA. You can find everything Starda on all streaming platforms. STARDA. BanksandRoses.com for the merch. I need like upcoming announcements, and hopefully I'll be back here pretty soon.
Yes.
Thank you guys for having me.
Shaking that ass and getting some cash will be
Coming
out
soon, the
Coming
biggest
soon.
hit
Featuring
this
Starda.
summer.
Period.
I'm not shaking ass with a cat.
No, I'm not, but you can rap. All right. Thank you guys. Woo!
We'll
Bye,
see you next
Pablo.
one. Bye.